So if you haven't seen how cork is harvested from the cork oak trees here in Portugal, they export I think a very large percentage of the world's cork for bottles of wine, although of course now they're mostly plastic, but here in Portugal they're always made of cork. And you can see they write on the tree the number, and that's the year. So 2024 is when they've harvested it, which is this year. So you can see that they cut the lower part of the bark off the tree. And I believe there's a whole forest here of cork oaks, and I believe that they do that once. I think it's only once every 9 years. Yes, all of these in here have been harvested. The Neshbra is growing its flowers, so I am going to chop all the bottom part of it so that we can get some better, I don't know, energy to the top of it, so it could get some good fruit this year. And that's how you get a tree cut. So I was expecting to be out here for an hour doing this tree, and my neighbour drives past and gets out his chainsaw and just does the job for me. How about that? So I've encountered a bit of a problem with removing these tiles by myself, because the ladder I have got, I'm not quite tall enough to reach and I don't want to go on the next rung up because I really don't feel safe. So this is a job that I need to get a bigger ladder, better ladder, borrow one, or I get my friend to help me on this middle bit. So I'm going to go over and do the section on the other side. This job just got a bit dangerous because see this rock here, there, and it's the same along the top here. This, like, you can see how precarious these rocks are placed there, and the other rocks that are on top, so there's rocks on top of the tiles and they're helping at the moment to keep everything in place. But as I'm moving the tiles, like I'm going to show you now, this rock here is no longer stable, and I just tried to get down, holding onto it, which was not clever. I've put this other little stone on the top at the moment, but I'm going to just show you, like, this is moving like this. Now this rock is really heavy, so I'm going to attempt to take it off of here because it's now loose and it's gonna fall off if I don't move it, which is fine. You can fall into the pool area, but if I can take it down, I'd rather take it down. Whoa. Well, I did it, but yeah, it's given me hesitation in case I get into trouble doing this job alone. I have decided that in my best interests, I'm not going to do this, because look at the situation here. It's like these tiles are kind of embedded on these rocks, and then, you know, as I'm going to take things off, like these possibly are going to just fall out, because this what's holding them in is got so soft now with all the rain. What's going to happen now in the winter rains is this. You can see like this is all loose here. The rain's going to come and it's going to wash a lot of this off, which is great because that's going to save me a job doing it. And yeah, after the winter rains and everything, then I will clean properly all the top of this wall. But I'm going to ask my friend to help me do the rest of this bit that I haven't done now. So the whole family is gathered. This is the father, I believe, and the mum and her 2 kittens, everyone feeding happily and knowing the rules. All of these guys stay outside and Bejo's is inside, and it keeps the balance and harmony. But Bejo's just eats inside and he spends most of his time outside. Well, apart from when he's sleeping on the sofa, of course. So I have 3 holes to drill for each one. So I'm going to try this drill bit first because I have to put in these raw plugs. So this bit, I don't know, might be a bit small. I'd rather start small to start with than go too big. Bigger drill bit. Okay, 3rd time lucky, bigger drill bit. That's going to be all right. Yeah, look. I think that's how it's meant to work, huh? So I don't even have to bang it in. Okay. So let me take you close up. My holes that I've made. And now those go in perfectly. Like that. Excellent. Now for the screws. carried away there. You. Okay, so now I just have to screw these on. Uh-oh. How do you know when it ends up? Extendable pole just will fit on here. Ooh. Hold on. Okay. Like so. Ooh. Today is a day of doing some of the smaller jobs in the house that I just need to finish. So I'm also going to spray paint this black because when they put it in, it was freshly painted black, and as you can see, some of it has kind of rubbed off. So I'm going to respray it with the black paint. So I'm going to protect the walls with the cardboard, and then once that bit's dry, I'll just move it up and do the next part up. I've never done this before, so yeah, I'm a bit nervous. Let's try. I think it's just a psh psh. Let me try. Okay. Okay. Okay, that seems to. Okay, let's see how that dries first. You seem to need to have a nice smooth touch. I don't know if I've got it or not. Let's see. I'm going to wait to see how that dries. How cute is this? They're just sleeping on top of each other. What is he doing? Oh no, I think he's playing now. Playing. I have my lovely basil plant here, and I am going to pick some of these leaves and dry them. And I know I should have done it before they flowered. However, I'm going to do it now instead. I'm not sure if I should take the green ones or the nice fresh ones, actually. Probably the nice fresh ones. Oh, it smells so good. Let me try the difference between the green and the... These ones, the dark ones, definitely have a stronger smell. So let's take these ones. Okay, it's not looking so bad, so I'm going to, it's not perfect when I've done my strokes, but I think it's better than what it was. So I'm going to do the top bit, which is the worst bit actually. So do this bit again here. Okay. I'm doing it like that. Getting ready to... So that worked out pretty well. You can see a bit of the kind of brush mark, but from a distance you can't see any of it, and it looks so much nicer at the top there now too. I have had quite a few comments about where I was removing the tiles from this wall here and what that wall, what's behind that wall. So I am going to show you how it links to my house here. So this is the back wall of my property, and you can see there's two different colours of this wall here, and this one here has been repointed, and also you can see that there is like another layer of wall really along the top here, and also here, this wall here. So I believe that this actually was probably extended along here somehow, and there was a roof that came down and across here to cover up where the old outside oven is. But on the other side of this wall, this is my neighbouring property, which nobody lives here. It is owned because people come here and do something in the garden once a year. So this is the other side of the wall, which, as you can see, is like very high. So yeah, it must, well, obviously it did have a roof on it. So yeah, this kind of is the adjoining property here, and I'm just trying to show you. So the end of it goes there, and I could effectively reduce the height of that wall, although it would be a lot of work. This is a beautiful rose bush here actually. Yeah, but what I will do is, once I've taken the rest of the tiles off, I'm going to take all the loose stones off the top there as well, because they're likely to fall, and yeah, make it kind of a nice finish to the top of the wall as well. This is not quite how I thought they would turn out. I mean, they are crispy how they should be, but they've shriveled up so much. And I think that doing them in the microwave would have been much better because they've been in the oven for about 3 hours, that's not right. They said to put it on the lowest temperature, but even so. But I wonder if they smell. Yeah, they still smell. It still smells good. So I'm just going to put them into a jar. I have another pole to fix up, and that is a pole to put on a curtain or material to hide my clothes, to be a wardrobe. So, a repeat of yesterday. Two holes, I think. Okay, I need... Does not want to drill a hole in here. Oh, bugger. Oh. Not great. It's not great. I managed to get the rail up on there on the top, and I've bought this curtain or 2 curtains to go there. So I think it's looking nice. I'm at my friend's house and he just cooked me dinner, and now I am outside watching this glorious sunset. And on the top over there is the castello.